my name is Erin. Welcome to today's video. Today, here is a non-exhaustive list of 4 anime characters that I think should probably try therapy. So, let's go. So before we start, my disclaimer here is that I am not a mental health professional. This video is purely for entertainment reasons or purposes, and any theories and comments are from me. Now, as an additional thing to that, I've been going to therapy for a really long time, and if anybody knows mental illness, I've definitely dealt with it quite a bit. So I do feel slightly qualified to talk about this. But anyway, now that the disclaimer's done, we can actually start the video. Right. First up is literally the entire cast of Sailor Moon. Why, you might ask? Because they're children. I think throughout this entire slideshow, they all just prove the fact that being a child is traumatic in itself. Not to mention they're aliens, but they find that out. And if you didn't know that about Sailor Moon, that's not my fault at this point. You find out that they're aliens really, really easily. So, and it sounds ridiculous, right? Because I feel like it sounds ridiculous too. But what do I know? They're just children. I'm 25, and I worked with kids for over a decade. Moving on, they're under so much pressure to perform well, and they're hardly getting rest. I mean, no wonder Usagi falls asleep in class so often or oversleeps, because she's literally out in the dark of night as a child with other children running around in little outfits and fighting aliens. Aliens. Not to mention, poor performance in school. Sailor Mercury, I don't know how she does it. I really don't. Shit, dude. And for one more thing, aliens. Next, Kapsuki Bakugou. There's so much to touch on for this one. Kapsuki Bakugou is like the poster child for why I don't enjoy being around teenagers. And I don't mean that in an offensive way. I mean that more in the My Chemical Romance was correct way. But this dude has such a bad inferiority complex, and you mix that with the fact that he's just comparing himself constantly. And I get that you shouldn't be hard on yourself or compare yourself to others, but this dude also told Deku to straight up go himself, okay? And then not only that, he tries to fucking murder him. Did you see some of those first episodes? He was straight up gonna kill the guy. They're what, 15 at the beginning? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Somebody get this boy into anger management, and then also get him some self-esteem, because this is dangerous, okay? Alright. Nezuko Commando. Y'all, I got a lot on this one. Okay, so the first thing that gets me is her objectification, her objectification, the infantilization. They treat her like a kid. She is a kid, but they treat her like some baby, and then all of a sudden she's sexy, and it's this is taking objectifying to a whole new level. She's literally getting objectified in 3 different ways throughout the whole thing. And she's an anime character that some dude bought and refuses to take out of the box because it would damage the value of it. She's literally in a box the entire first season. Don't come at me saying that she's not fucking objectified. She's an object. She is a fucking action figure in the whole first season. And then she breaks out of the box a couple of times and then she goes back in. It's like Toy Story, and then she had to, like, you know, go back and pretend that she wasn't real anymore. Not to mention, like, she witnessed her entire family get murdered. And you'd be like, but Erin, she doesn't remember it. She's gonna remember it someday. And let me tell you, when she does, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna go good. No, it's really not. She lost 3 years of her life to a coma that was involuntary. And again, if you're like, Erin, she was gonna hurt people. It's still shitty. And then, like, the complete loss of identity and humanity is something that I really think isn't explored. Like, she lives her entire way of being. She loses it. And she's infantilized, she's sexualized, again, objectified. I mean, if I was her, I would have had, like, a huge mental breakdown by this point, even if I didn't remember about my family dying. Like, shit's bad, dude. That's bad. Next is Edward Elbrick. Why this one, you might think? Why not Alphonse? He's coming soon. Edward Elbrick is like one of the epitome examples of why I think being a child can just be like super traumatic in of itself. Not only did he lose his family, he has survivor's guilt with his brother. He's an amputee, except his limbs were literally like, and it's shown that like he continues to have pain from it as well as pain from the automail. And like, I'm not gonna say anything bad about his stubbornness because honestly, I'm extremely stubborn too. But he needs to take a chill pill. He needs to relax for a second. He needs to quit being a little shithead sometimes. I would deal with him as a teenager over Bakugou any day. But literally, like, shit, dude. And on top of that, he met God. Like, this wasn't some, like, burning bush bullshit. He wasn't, like, staring into the fire. He literally fucking met God, okay? That's traumatizing as fuck, man. That's so bad. Oh, God. Honorable mentions. Shinobu Kocho, my girl. She's got anger issues through the roof. Also, grief counseling. Next, Alphonse Elric. He internalized everything, and that's it. But sometimes he pets a cat, and it makes him feel better. And then we have Toshi Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. I'm gonna give him second place award for worst father of the year. I'm gonna give him second place for the worst father of their kid's entire life award. And he's only getting second place because Gendo Akari is taking the first. That's all I got. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out and spending time with me to have this stupid video that I made an entire fucking PowerPoint for. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, whichever it is for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!